Why I always make mistakes. The whisper of inadequacy haunted Maya. Why I always make mistakes echoed profoundly within her mind, a constant, debilitating refrain. Every spoken word felt like navigating a linguistic minefield, fraught with potential missteps. She yearned for a smooth, confident flow, a voice that wouldn't betray her nervous energy. Her career aspirations hinged precariously on this one critical skill. Her daily life often felt like an arduous journey. My daily day's struggle was not just a phrase, it was her lived reality, echoing in quiet despair. Simple conversations with colleagues became monumental hurdles, each interaction a painful reminder of her perceived limitations. She instinctively avoided social gatherings where English might be required, unintentionally isolating herself. The fervent desire to learn burned brightly, yet the path forward seemed perpetually obscured. She frequently pondered how to talk in English with genuine confidence, without constantly tripping over every syllable. Countless language apps and thick textbooks lay scattered around her apartment, half-heartedly explored, their grand promises unfulfilled and their methods overwhelming. One quiet evening, a compelling video unexpectedly appeared in her feed. Its title promised a radically different approach, something profound about consistent daily practice. English Study Plan for Talking was the core idea, emphasizing practical application over rigid grammar drills. This fresh concept truly intrigued her, offering a much-needed glimmer of hope amidst her persistent self-doubt. The insightful video meticulously emphasized the critical role of listening. Why you must listen, the enthusiastic speaker stressed repeatedly, was undeniably paramount for true progress. It meticulously explained that genuine fluency began with deep understanding, with absorbing the subtle rhythms and precise intonation of native speakers. This revelation profoundly shifted her entire perspective. Inspired, Maya decided to embark on her listening journey, starting with daily podcasts. Her long, monotonous commute transformed into a valuable opportunity, not a dreaded chore. How to improve your listening skills quickly became her new mantra, as she diligently practiced active listening, straining to discern every nuance. Initially, it felt like deciphering a complex, secret code. Repetition, the video advised, was the absolute key. The speaker suggested repeatedly re-listening to short audio segments, meticulously identifying any unfamiliar words or phrases. This focused how to improve your listening skills strategy slowly but surely began to yield tangible results. Previously muddled sounds started to coalesce into clear, recognizable expressions, sparking a nascent sense of accomplishment. Then came the formidable speaking challenge. How to talk in English remained her ultimate, daunting goal. But where, precisely, should she begin this difficult endeavor? The video proposed a remarkably simple, yet powerful technique. Talk in English just one page per day. This involved reading aloud, focusing purely on pronunciation, without the terrifying pressure of spontaneous conversation. Every single morning, Maya meticulously selected a page, sometimes from a gripping novel, sometimes a thought-provoking article. Talk in English just one page per day profoundly transformed her once-dreaded routine. The initial awkwardness of hearing her own voice gradually lessened, replaced by a growing familiarity with the sounds of her own English. This private practice became a sanctuary. She even began to meticulously record herself speaking. Playing it back was often an initially cringeworthy experience, but an absolutely vital step for how to practice English effectively. Hearing her mistakes, her numerous hesitations, allowed her to pinpoint exact areas for specific improvement. It was raw, honest feedback, an uncomfortable but necessary mirror. The video also passionately advised the technique of shadowing, diligently mimicking native speakers, syllable by syllable, word for word. This highly specific, how to practice English technique rapidly honed her pronunciation and significantly improved her intonation. She felt incredibly silly at first, repeating phrases from various YouTube videos, but the undeniable improvement was truly striking. A courageous step was joining an online language exchange group. This brave leap towards how to talk in English in real time was absolutely terrifying. Her heart pounded relentlessly before every single session, imagining all the embarrassing mistakes she could potentially make. Yet, the supportive environment and patient partners gently encouraged her, fostering growth. Her first few conversations within the group were incredibly halting, peppered with agonizing pauses. "Why I always make mistakes," echoed persistently in her mind during those initial, clumsy attempts. She fumbled desperately for words, her grammar often astray, yet she bravely persevered. The profound relief of simply being understood, even imperfectly, was a powerful, potent motivator. Slowly but surely, she began to notice undeniable improvements in her. How to improve your listening skills. Conversations became significantly less of a scramble to catch individual words and more about genuinely understanding the broader context. The rapid-fire speech that once sounded like an impenetrable wall of gibberish now held clear meaning, making interactions less daunting. The persistent frustration of her my daily day's struggle slowly began to recede into the background. Instead of dreading encounters, she started approaching them with a cautious, yet hopeful, optimism. Small, tangible victories, like successfully ordering her morning coffee or confidently giving simple directions, built her self-confidence incrementally, piece by piece. The English study plan for talking she adopted was indeed proving to be a remarkably sustainable and effective path. She wasn't merely accumulating new words. She was actively building crucial muscle memory for speaking, for articulation. The consistent, focused practice, day after day, week after week, created a powerful, cumulative effect on her abilities. Her vocabulary began to expand naturally, organically. Diligently listening to diverse content and consistently reading aloud exposed her to countless new words and phrases in their natural context. She meticulously kept a small notebook, jotting down novel expressions and idiomatic phrases. This active engagement with the language significantly accelerated her overall progress. One seemingly ordinary day, during a crucial team meeting, an unexpected question arose, requiring an answer in English. Her heart still fluttered wildly with apprehension, but a surprising, calm determination suddenly settled over her. This was the precise moment she had been diligently working towards, a real-world test of her how to talk in English progress. She courageously articulated her thoughts, not with absolute perfection, but with remarkable clarity and confidence. The words flowed, not in a tumultuous torrent, but in a steady, discernible stream. This marked a truly significant step towards achieving how to improve your fluency, a visible leap from her previous hesitant, self-conscious self. Her colleagues listened intently. The deeply ingrained fear of why I always make mistakes was still subtly present, but it no longer possessed the power to paralyze her. She courageously embraced errors as valuable learning opportunities, not as definitive failures. Each linguistic stumble became a vital stepping stone, refining her understanding and pronunciation. This profound mindset shift was truly transformative. Her remarkable journey unequivocally underscored why you must listen as an absolutely foundational pillar of language acquisition. Her drastically improved comprehension had a direct, overwhelmingly positive impact on her speaking ability. When she understood more, she could respond more appropriately and spontaneously, effectively breaking the debilitating cycle of hesitation and self-correction. The Talk in English, just 1 page per day strategy proved to be incredibly powerful and effective. It skillfully demystified the daunting act of speaking, breaking it down into remarkably manageable, less intimidating chunks. This consistent, low-pressure exposure to her own voice speaking English built a foundational, unwavering confidence. It was a gentle yet persistent push. She started to keenly observe my daily day's struggle, lessening significantly in various social contexts. Small talks with complete strangers became far less daunting. Asking for precise directions, confidently ordering food, even gracefully navigating complex airport conversations felt increasingly natural and effortless. The world, once limited by her linguistic fears, began to dramatically open up. The disciplined and meticulously structured English study plan for talking had become second nature to her. It was no longer a forced, burdensome chore, but a deeply fulfilling and integral part of her everyday routine. The undeniable sense of continuous progress, however gradual, was immensely rewarding, powerfully reinforcing her unwavering commitment to the process. Her newfound confidence gracefully radiated into other crucial areas of her life. She became noticeably more assertive, more willing to courageously take on entirely new challenges. The incredible ability to how to talk in English freely and fluently had unlocked not just a mere language skill, but a profound, newfound self-assurance that permeated her entire being. It was truly transformative. Maya frequently shared her inspiring story, particularly highlighting the importance of how to practice English consistently and authentically, tailored to individual needs. She consistently advised focusing on strategies that felt genuinely sustainable, not overwhelming. The key, she passionately stressed, was not elusive perfection, but steady, incremental progress, celebrating every single small step. For others struggling profoundly with how to improve your fluency, she passionately emphasized the virtues of unwavering patience and self-compassion. The arduous journey, she explained, was profoundly personal, filled with inevitable ups and downs. Comparing oneself to others, she cautioned, only led to crippling frustration. Instead, celebrating small victories and acknowledging effort were crucial. She vividly remembered the challenging early days of why I always make mistakes and how agonizingly close she came to completely giving up. The insidious voice of self-doubt had been incredibly strong, almost overpowering. But a deep-seated, burning desire for profound change had relentlessly pushed her forward, one tiny, deliberate step at a time, overcoming initial resistance. Her invaluable advice to new learners consistently included the absolutely vital role of how to improve your listening skills. She urged them to immerse themselves, even passively at first, in a rich tapestry of English audio. The brain, she explained lucidly, desperately needed to attune itself to the unique soundscape of the language before producing it effectively. The profound simplicity of talk in English, just one page per day, became a powerful anecdote she shared frequently. It irrefutably proved that grand, overwhelming plans weren't always strictly necessary for success. Small, consistent, actionable steps, when faithfully repeated daily, inexorably led to significant, long-term gains. It was a testament to the power of habit. She also strongly recommended finding a dedicated accountability partner, someone to genuinely share her, my daily struggle, with, someone who truly understood the inherent challenges and frustrations. This shared journey provided invaluable mutual support and encouragement, making the daunting task feel significantly less isolating and overwhelming, fostering a strong sense of camaraderie. The initial, overwhelming fear of how to talk in English had been daunting, a seemingly insurmountable peak looming large. But by skillfully breaking it down into smaller, remarkably manageable practices, like reading aloud daily and engaging in focused listening, the metaphorical mountain slowly transformed into a series of achievable hills, each ascent bringing a clearer view. Maya's transformation was a living, breathing testament to the profound efficacy of her meticulously crafted English study plan for talking. It certainly wasn't a magical bullet, but rather a structured, persistently applied effort. She meticulously planned her daily practice, dedicating specific, uninterrupted times to listening, reading, and crucially, speaking. Consistency truly was her secret. She frequently reflected on how absolutely crucial why you must listen was to her progress. It wasn't just about understanding individual words, but about grasping subtle cultural nuances, understanding humor, and interpreting unspoken cues. Listening opened up an entire, vibrant world beyond mere vocabulary, profoundly enriching her overall comprehension and deep connection to the language. The significant shift from purely theoretical knowledge to practical, real-world application in how to practice English was precisely where the most profound growth occurred. Moving beyond stale textbooks to real-life interactions, however brief or flawed, solidified her learning. She actively sought opportunities to speak, rather than instinctively avoiding them, embracing every chance. Her journey underscored that how to improve your fluency wasn't primarily about eradicating every single mistake. It was fundamentally about achieving a natural flow, a smooth, discernible rhythm in conversation, where thoughts could be expressed without excessive effort or noticeable hesitation. Fluency was liberation, not an elusive perfection, allowing her true personality to shine through. The early mornings she meticulously spent on Talk in English, just one page per day, were now cherished, almost sacred rituals. They were her private, personal training ground, where she could confidently experiment with intonation, pacing, and pronunciation without any fear of judgment. This quiet, Deliberate practice laid the essential groundwork for her more public speaking successes. She vividly remembered a particular incident during her My Daily Days struggle when she completely misunderstood a humorous joke, leading to awkward silence. The embarrassment was intense, but instead of succumbing, she diligently researched the cultural context, learning valuable lessons from her error. Such moments, though initially painful, became powerful lessons in authentic communication. Her rapidly growing confidence in how to talk in English expanded exponentially, not just in basic speaking, but in skillfully navigating complex social situations. She could now actively participate in nuanced discussions, confidently express well-reasoned opinions, and even articulate polite disagreements respectfully. The world of English communication, once entirely closed, was now her oyster. The systematic and highly structured approach of her English study plan for talking meant she no longer drifted aimlessly through her studies. Each day had a clear, defined purpose. Each practice session meticulously contributed to a larger, overarching goal. This structured learning prevented burnout and effectively maintained momentum, transforming an overwhelming task into manageable steps. She became a passionate advocate for active, how to improve your listening skills, tirelessly suggesting strategies like transcribing short audio clips or diligently summarizing what was heard. These powerful techniques forced deeper, more analytical engagement with the material, moving far beyond passive reception to true, critical comprehension. Listening transformed into a rigorous cognitive exercise. The persistent, nagging fear of why I always make mistakes slowly but surely faded into the background, becoming a distant echo. She understood profoundly that even native speakers made occasional errors. The emphasis shifted dramatically from achieving perfect grammar to prioritizing effective, clear communication. Clarity and genuine confidence became her new, empowering benchmarks. Her remarkable progress in how to improve your fluency was less about raw speed and more about naturalness, about effortless flow. She no longer translated painstakingly in her head, but thought directly and intuitively in English. This cognitive leap was a truly significant milestone, allowing conversations to flow more spontaneously and effortlessly, a true sign of deep understanding. She would passionately tell anyone just starting out, why you must listen is absolutely foundational to success. It's not merely about understanding individual words, but about deeply internalizing the rhythm, the precise stress patterns, and the subtle intonation of English. This deep, immersive listening builds an intuitive grasp of the language, essential for both comprehension and natural production. The unwavering commitment to talk in English just one page per day was simple in its execution but profound in its impact. It wasn't a Herculean, overwhelming task, but a daily, gentle whisper of consistent progress. Over many months, these quiet whispers grew steadily into a strong, confident voice, transforming her capacity to speak English with increasing ease and confidence. Her My Daily Days struggle had undergone a profound evolution. It was no longer about fundamental linguistic survival, but about gracefully refining subtle nuances, eagerly exploring advanced vocabulary, and mastering complex idiomatic expressions. The initial, raw pain of basic communication had given way to the pure joy of linguistic exploration and continuous, gratifying growth. Maya's entire journey profoundly reinforced that how to talk in English was unequivocally a marathon, demanding sustained endurance, not a frantic sprint. There were inevitably days of incredible breakthroughs and frustrating days of stagnation, of plateau. But consistent, unwavering effort, coupled with a genuine willingness to learn from every single interaction, kept her persistently moving forward. The structured and flexible English study plan for talking had gracefully become her reliable roadmap to success. She wisely adjusted it as she steadily progressed, thoughtfully adding new, exciting challenges and diligently exploring different, enriching resources. It was a dynamic, ever-evolving plan that gracefully adapted to her growing needs, ensuring sustained engagement and targeted improvement. She discovered immense, profound joy in her newfound ability to how to practice English in diverse and varied settings. Whether passionately debating a complex topic, sharing a genuine laugh, or authentically expressing deep empathy, English became a powerful tool for forging true, meaningful connection, enriching her personal and professional life in countless unforeseen, beautiful ways. Her inspiring story quickly became an enduring testament to triumph, a powerful narrative of overcoming the initial, crippling fear of why I always make mistakes. She irrefutably proved that consistent, unwavering effort, thoughtfully coupled with smart, actionable strategies, could transform deep apprehension into clear articulation, turning a daunting challenge into a liberating achievement. The paramount importance of how to improve your listening skills truly couldn't be overstated. It was the fundamental bedrock upon which all other progress was built. Without deep, intuitive understanding, speaking was merely a guessing game. By diligently training her ears, she unlocked a profound appreciation for the language, making communication a rich, meaningful two-way street. And how to improve your fluency truly blossomed from within her. It was less about achieving elusive grammatical perfection and far more about cultivating genuine confidence and possessing the sheer courage to make inevitable mistakes. By embracing these imperfections, she authentically found her unique voice, articulate and genuine, allowing her to express her true self in English. Her powerful mantra became, "Talk in English just 1 page per day." This remarkably simple, incredibly actionable piece of advice had profoundly transformed her entire approach to language learning. It was the consistent, gentle drip that steadily wore away the hard stone of her hesitation, slowly building an overflowing reservoir of unwavering confidence and robust capability. My daily day's struggle had undergone a complete metamorphosis, transforming into daily triumphs and small, celebratory victories. Every successful conversation, every new understanding she grasped, built cumulatively upon the last. The crushing weight of inadequacy lifted, replaced by a profound lightness of being and a genuine, infectious excitement for new linguistic adventures. Ultimately, Maya's transformative journey stood as a powerful, enduring reminder why you must listen diligently and practice speaking consistently every single day. It was about unwavering, persistent dedication to a robust English study plan for talking that prioritized consistent, incremental effort over grand, fleeting gestures. Her incredible transformation was a true triumph of methodical practice and unwavering resolve.